Welcome to BPTV. I'm your host, Andy Amrine, and this is another Around Town with Andy Amrine. Today, we're at Independence Middle School. And construction almost done, maybe not 100%, but really we are excited to give you a tour. So stay tuned, come on in, and let's see what Independence Middle School looks like today. Raquel, thank you for inviting us back into your school. A lot of changes. You've been here 2.5 years now?
Yes, 2.5 years.
A lot of changes in 2.5 years, isn't it?
Yes, it's been an exciting change for everybody here at IMS and Bethel Park community.
So starting in the lobby, this may just look like a lobby, but it's very different than the lobby from 2 years ago. So what is different in the lobby, security, and so forth in your building?
Correct. One of the important changes during the construction was to create this secure vestibule. So when people come up to the building, they have to buzz in and also be buzzed into the main office. So this has allowed us to keep everybody in a secure area and not have any access to the building unless we allow them into the main office.
It's an important part, an important change to the building. So you gotta let us peek through the building, give us a nice tour.
Absolutely. As you saw previously, the main vestibule is where parents pick up their students if they're leaving for an early dismissal or through the nurse's office. But if you're lucky enough to visit IMS as a visitor, you would enter to our main office. In our newly renovated space, we would be able to check you in at the front desk. And we also have our administrative assistants here available, as well as our attendance office for students that might come in a little bit late. Also like to welcome Mr. Dillinger here, and he can tell you a little bit about if you are also lucky enough to visit one of us in the office.
Hi, good morning. This beautiful space provides such a warm and welcoming environment for our students that visit the main office and also any parents that we have the pleasure of meeting with on a day-to-day basis.
We are now standing in our guidance suite, and I have with me Mrs. Henderson. She is one of our counselors here at IMS. Mrs. Henderson, how do you like the new space and your new renovated area?
Oh, I love it. It's so nice to work in a clean and new space. It just makes you feel really good about where you come to work. I think it also adds a little bit of excitement for the building and for the students to have something new and proud of. So.
With the renovations, we separated the main office entrance from the guidance entrance so students can come to the guidance office at any time for scheduling needs or any help that they need throughout the day. So we're really excited about the changes in our guidance office. As many people from Bethel Park may remember, we are standing where the ramp used to be. This was one of the major changes to the renovation project, was to make some changes to the building that increased our ADA accessibility. So what you see behind me is where the ramp once was. We now have a set of stairs, and also behind Mr. Dillinger is our second elevator to provide students and visitors the ability to easily traverse the building from first to second floor.
As one of the primary areas in our building that receive a lot of student traffic, this intersection of our hallway is a major point for students daily. Those 7th graders who are returning to our building and see this stairwell now received it very well. They're enthusiastic about the opportunity to use these to traverse from our top and bottom floors.
Now we are standing at what was the top of the ramp, where we have a new access point to the building. This access is only used as an exit for students. We are still using a single point entry to the cafeteria for students that arrive in the morning. And you also can see behind me, it is the one-way street now of Educational Boulevard that used to be able to have two-way traffic, but now we are one way from IMS down to the YMCA. And it really has been a great addition to our traffic patterns in the morning. Drop-off has gone very well with our new traffic patterns. So we're really excited about the natural light of this area, the new skylights, and we still have some finishing touches, but the work is in progress, and we're really excited about the changes.
We're now at the top of the old ramp renovation. As you can see, there are still some remnants of paint on the building as we finalize our renovations here. As you'll see through the rest of the tour, the coloring in our building does have a purpose in helping guide our students and staff to where they need to be.
As Mr. Dillinger mentioned, the color scheme of the building is what you will see as you walk around is the orange areas will be any common areas, such as a library space, a cafeteria, the welcoming to the building. And now we're standing in what is the 7th grade academic pods. The pods are color-coded by either blue or green.
Here in our 7th grade hallway, you can see that we have a green and a blue pod. Our green pod here is the Unity pod. The blue pod is the Valor pod. As part of the teaming here at IMS, students are assigned a team for the year. That team sees them fulfill all their core courses together with the same teachers. So there's a lot of collaboration and discussion around students and their academic progress here at IMS.
Also, you can see behind us are the newly renovated lockers. We have double stacked lockers, and each student is assigned a locker that is in proximity to their team. So if you are on Valor, your locker is going to be near your team. And that's carried all throughout the building for both 7th and 8th grade. And when 6th grade comes to IMS, they will have the same layout. Now we are standing in one of our 7th grade social studies classrooms. Behind me, you can see what is a Mimeo board, and these are installed in every classroom in IMS. Teachers are able to have students project their lessons, and the room is also equipped with a sound system that connects to the Mimeo board as well as a microphone. So we are now state of the art at IMS, and each room is equipped with this same technology.
As we continue here in our 7th grade social studies classroom, I would like to point out that each of our team pods have 2 classrooms with removable walls. As the wall opens up, our state-of-the-art sound system does connect both of the rooms for a very dynamic learning experience.
Joe, how many years have you been a teacher here in Bethel Park?
This will be my 16th year in Bethel Park.
So a lot of changes you've seen
I have seen a few
in
changes.
Bethel Park. How many years at Independence?
16.
16.
Yeah.
So the last year in particular has probably seen a lot of changes for you.
Quite a few changes.
What can you tell us your feeling about the changes to the building? Start with the building.
A lot of great improvements to the building. Definitely in my science classroom, I do have a ton more storage. I have a lot more storage to work with, and the technology has been nice. Some nice upgrades to the technology.
So what is the technology doing to help you as a teacher?
Well, we're able to use, with the smart board here, like with the smart TV board, the students, I'm going to be able to engage with the students a little bit more, bring them up to the board, let them work at the board with us, so the students that are seated can see what we're doing in real time. I think it's made a pretty good improvement.
How are the students receiving it?
Well, they're having a good time.
Are they?
If you were here for the last class, I think you could see their enthusiasm.
And it's helping them to learn better.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you for being a teacher here at Bethel Park.
Appreciate it. Thank you. My name is Mr. Yaklis. I'm the science teacher on Team Integrity. This is 8th grade physical science, and this is our new classroom, our newly remodeled classroom that, well, we've decorated it too. And we just got a new fish today, and that's important. The students wanted me to tell you we got a new fish today. His name's Fred. And we're working on metric conversions. You ready?
Yes.
Okay, all right. We're doing number 3. 12,345 grams. 12,345.
Okay.
Go again. Go with your palm. Just go like that.
Oh, right.
Okay. 12,345. All right. 0.0 G for grams. All right, and then slide all the way down to the end. Slide all the way down to the end. And we're going to convert that to kilograms, kg. Okay. Where are we starting at, guys? Where are we starting on the scale? Grams, the base unit in the middle, right? Where are we going?
Kilograms.
Kilo. How many places are we moving and in what direction? Let's count. Let's count.
Yeah.
Okay, let's count. Ready? We're starting at the base unit. We're going to kilo. 1, 2, 3. What direction? Left. We got to move the decimal point left, right? So go ahead and show us. All right. What do you have in kilograms now?
You have 0, 5. Well, this is backwards, so.
You still got the correct answer. All right. Very good. Let's give her 12.345 kilograms. Now, we can do it mathematically, but we're going to use a scale for right now. We'll get into that another time. Okay? All right, we got 2 more. 2 more. Yes. All right, number 4. You start with 2.0 grams. 2.0 grams. What do we convert that to, guys? Milligrams. Milligrams. So where are we starting at? We're starting at the base unit for grams. And where are we going? Milli. So we got to start at the base unit. We're going to count. Ready? Ready? 1, 2, 3. What direction? Right. Right. Perfect.
Milligrams.
Perfect. 2,000 milligrams. All right. Got it.
Yay!
All right. Last one. Last one. This is the toughest one. This is the toughest one. I told you you'd come up with it. Toughest one, number 5. All right, 54.0 milligrams. All right, and what are we converting to? Kilograms. So we're running the whole scale, right? Where are we starting at? Where are we starting at? Milli. All the way down, all the way on the right-hand side of the scale. Where are we going to? Kilo. Are you ready? Are you ready? Here we go. You ready? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What direction? Left. Left. If you don't have enough room, you can start over at the bottom. No pressure. How many kilograms is that?
0.00554.
All right, so just make sure you put your decimal point right there. All right, guys, I will see you at lunch.
How about introducing yourself?
My name's Todd Richards. I'm 8th grade technology education teacher.
How long have you been a teacher at Bethel?
This is my 32nd year here.
Wow.
So I'm one of the
Okay.
original ones when 6th grade was here a long, long time ago.
So you've seen a lot of changes in the building.
Absolutely.
Okay. Changes that have taken place in the last 2 years.
Yes.
Can you
Well, I have to
speak
say
to them?
it was nice working with the architects
Okay.
because they listened to the ideas that we had for the design of the area. So when you're looking through, you can see windows that are around here so we can see through. And that was very important to me and to Mr. Adler to make sure that we can monitor kids in each other's rooms. And I have kids that start in here, then continue working over in the other labs so we can keep monitoring, keeping kind of like an open feel.
Okay, along with the remodeling to the building itself, how about technology in the building?
Oh, the technology has been fantastic. The introduction of the smart boards has been really nice. A lot of teachers take advantage of those. I like being able to utilize my classroom here where I used to have to float between classrooms in the past. So we have integrated the 3D printers in the other classroom directly with the computers. So that's been a nice addition. Looking forward to the TV studio when it gets done.
Okay, and when do you think that's going to be done?
That's a question for the big boss.
Okay.
So hopefully
So-
sometime within the next year or two.
Okay, so you love the technology and the new design layout of the building. How are the students receiving it?
They're liking it a lot, I feel. There's a lot more room here. The lights, the way they function, are really nice. So you can dim them rather than just turning them off. Just simple things like that are very, very nice.
Well, let's ask them, guys. Do you like the new technology in the building? Yeah. How about introducing yourself, please?
I'm Kara Whitaker, the 8th grade art teacher. This is actually my 20th year here in this brand new space, just about a year and a half, and loving every moment of it.
So you've seen a lot of changes in the 20 years that you've been here at IMS.
Oh, well, when I was so my old room, I mean, not much. It was pretty much the same space, location, always 8th grade art, and the room was more of this length, and now it's this length, and I just think that they utilize the space a lot better. It's more of a student-centered space, whereas if anyone ever saw the old art room, which was still a nice large space, there was almost some wasted space. So this is a better design.
Okay. How about technology for you?
So the technology is really, really nice to have. Right now I have it on the document camera, and so I can sit there and sketch along with my students, and they can see very clearly from their seats what I want them to do for that class period. I can switch the screen over to Clever Share, so that I started the class like that. They all were on Schoology, and so they could see other student examples just off of Schoology and projected right onto the screen. So the technology's much, much better.
Okay. Students receiving the technology well?
Yes, yeah. I think that it's the lights are a little bit dim right now, but for the most part, we don't need to dim the lights like I used to in my old classroom. I had to turn the lights off. I didn't even have the option to dim. So even something as simple as that is a much better improvement.
Sounds like great. Kids, do you like your teacher? Is this your favorite class?
Yes.
Good answer.
Yeah, they're doing a great job. It's really nice because we can do digital arts in here. We have clay projects, and we can show the kiln space as well. We have 2 brand new kilns. The old kilns that we had were very, very old. One was inherited from NAM, so having the brand new kiln is very, very nice to have.
Thank you for joining us. How about introducing yourself?
Hi, my name is Nina Percy. I am a proud 7th grade art teacher here
Okay.
at Independence Middle School. This is my lovely room. I am thrilled with the renovations. I've been teaching in the district for over 10 years. And I'm
So you've seen a lot of changes
I
in
am
the
so
building.
happy to see what we have done, and with the help of the district and the taxpayers and our wonderful administration and Mrs. Sutton and Mr. Dillinger, we are so proud to welcome people into the school to see the changes. It is so much brighter
Tell
and
me
so
about
much more
the
inviting.
changes. How did your room change?
Well, I got to have a square location instead of a long rectangular location. I'm able to have these beautiful boards so that we can interact with the students and project things. I can do demonstrations on my document camera. I have 4 sinks, 4, which are absolutely wonderful for keeping the room nice and clean. I'm able to have aprons hung up. The students are able to walk around and go to the supply table to get their items for the projects that they're using. I'm able to walk around and make sure that I'm giving them feedback. Students, what do you guys think? Are you happy? Well, you don't know any different. This is brand new for you, so you don't have a comparison. But what are your thoughts so far about the room?
Okay, how about the technology? Tell me how that's changed. That's helping you?
Well, before we used to have the projectors that sometimes had lights that would burn out or things were very blurry. Now it's basically that we have a big computer that we're able to zoom in. We're able to use our learning platform Schoology or Google Classroom. I'm able to use my document camera to demonstrate, which I did earlier, and physically have the students watch what I'm doing so they can see the tools in action. All of them are looking up images right now for their art project, and they are able to use their Chromebooks on a daily basis. So we're so happy to be able to embrace technology, but in an art room, we're still using the old-fashioned tools to get their hands dirty, which is very important as well in an art classroom.
Okay. Guys, do you like your teacher? You like your school? You like the technology? Who's your favorite teacher? Okay.
I'm standing in our cafeteria, which is one of the major changes of the renovations. In the space behind me, you'll notice a lot of different additions and subtractions from what used to be our cafeteria. So we moved the restrooms facilities that were in the center of the cafeteria off to the side to open up the space. It also allowed for the addition of a new deli line, so that when 6th grade comes to IMS, we have 3 serving stations to be able to accommodate the increased population of students during the lunch periods. We also added new tables booths, round tables, oval tables that offers a multitude of seating arrangements for students. So this space has really been an exciting change. As you walk into the building, it's unmistakable what the new renovated space brings to the building.
The new structure of our cafeteria, specifically our serving lines, really allow us to get students in and get some food and allow them sometimes to relax with their friends in between their academic schedule at their table.
Josh, what do you think about the new cafeteria?
Like, I like that it's a lot more seating than it used to be, and that there's booths that you can sit in with all your friends.
Honestly, whenever I first saw the photos on Instagram, I thought it was like a concept, and it was really weird walking in and seeing the cafeteria, a completely different space.
When I first walked in, like I saw the pictures on Instagram, I thought it was really cool because it's way different and it looked like more seating and like more options for people like if they wanted to sit in a booth or a table.
I just think it's a lot more open. I like it. Feels nice. The water fountains are right there. I like it.
Like there's a lot more seating, there's more options, there's like decals on the table I really like. Shows that we're more Hawks.
All right. Lots of school spirit,
Yes,
right?
very much.
All right, thank you. Mr. Dillinger and I are now standing in our library space, and as you can see, we are still under renovation, but we should be finishing up within the next couple months, and we are really excited about this space. Completely renovated, a new TV studio, a new makerspace lab, and also we will be able to bring our books back to the shelf and invite a new librarian to the space. So we are really anticipating this space being open in the next several months. Our students are really excited to get back into the media center.
With new furniture and a design that can facilitate both individual workspaces and classroom work areas, this will be a wonderful addition to the learning environment at IMS.
Thank you so much for joining us today in our tour of Independence Middle School. As you can see, we are still a work in progress. Renovations are continuing throughout the next year. As you can see in the auditorium, this area will be started approximately in April, and then we will wrap up with the music suite as well as the gym. So we are so excited about the changes that are still up and coming. Thank you so much for coming today and visiting with us, our students and our staff. As you can hear from everybody we've spoke with today, we're beyond excited and so proud to be a part of Bethel Park.
Thank you for visiting with us today. We appreciate the opportunity to give you a look at the renovated spaces here at IMS, and we're very excited for the future.
Wow, what an amazing time we've had here at Independence Middle School. I've enjoyed the hospitality of administration, but meeting the students, meeting the teachers, seeing the enthusiasm of everybody with what's going on here at Independence Middle School. I really appreciated the tour and getting to know the building again, because it has changed, it is different. But we appreciate you watching BPTV. I'm your host, Andy Amrine, and we'll see you around town soon.